Air Pollution by Pierrce and Kristen. Before we go into detail about how air pollution affects the world, we will first explain to you how air pollution is measured. This is a picture of an air monitoring station. It determines the air quality by measuring the amount of contaminants in the air. The air contaminants include carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, ozone, particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, and hydrogen sulfide. The guy in this picture is removing an air filter in which the contaminants were collected after a specific amount of time. The filters are then measured and analyzed in a laboratory by a technician. Before the data can be released to the public, it has to be certified by the Ministry of Environment. The air pollution level is represented by the AQI, also known as Air Quality Index. It labels the level of air pollution within a range of values. It's a table that ranges from 0 to 500, 0 being the best, and 500 being the worst air quality. Air pollution is a huge problem all around the world.
It has a huge impact in China and Russia. China's air pollution is due to emissions from coal-fired power plants. China is very highly dependent on coal. In addition to coal-fired power plants, there are also 5 million cars on the road. Many Chinese people say it's unbearable. As China continues producing and exporting more and more goods, more and more ships are needed to transport all the cargo. Currently, 90% of the world's merchandise travels across the ocean. China is using cheap and dirty fuel. Chinese shoppers use flimsy petroleum-based plastic bags from grocery stores and markets. As the prices of oil and electricity continue to rise, the Chinese industrial plants have no choice but to turn to cheaper and much more environmentally harmful coal. Factories and companies are fined a small amount for their water and air pollution, but many companies find it cheaper to continue polluting and paying the fine rather than making significant changes to their production. The air pollution can be also caused by the population. In some areas, visibility drops about 30 feet. China's air pollution was responsible for 350,000 to 500,000 deaths in 2013. Most people wear face masks over their mouth and nose. It can impact the other side of the world because filthy emissions from China export industries are carried across the Pacific Ocean and contribute to the air pollution in the western United States. The current solution to this problem is positioning sprinklers on top of tall buildings to spray water into the atmosphere to collect particulate matter, similar to how rain removes airborne dust. The country plans to set up a nationwide monitoring network in 16 of the most hit countries and provinces within 3 to 5 years.
Russia's environmental problems are well known, but the survey indicates they are getting worse with no signs of improvement. 43.8 million tons of air pollutants were released in 1993. 18,000 industrial companies generated 24.8 million tons of air pollutants. Vehicle emissions generated about 19 million tons of air pollutants. It can be shown that up to 200,000 of premature deaths, or 15 to 17% out of the total annual mortality, might have been caused by air pollution in Russia. Some of the pollution in Russia is also caused by cigarette smoke and gas refineries. The effects of air pollution are not only compromising the health of Russians, but it also damages the environment. Air pollution can damage trees, crops, other plants, lakes, and animals. The toxins in air pollution can produce acid rain, which can kill many aquatic species living in lakes, ponds, or rivers. So how can we be the solution? Conserve energy by turning off appliances or lights when you leave the room, or washing your clothes with warm or cold water instead of hot water. Try buying Energy Star products, or carpooling or vanpooling to get to places. These are just some of the ways to help fight against air pollution. To learn more about how you can do your part in the fight against air pollution, check out this website. It provides you with a list of all the things you can do to help stop air pollution. Please check out this website and join the fight. Thank you for your time.